Question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, America, oh America, we as American citizens, we the people, where are we going in America? In this United States government controlled land of Aboriginal Negroes oppression. Where are we going? What is the plight and the plan for United States? What is really going on? Here it is, the cost of living in the United States is skyrocketing. You are struggling to pay your mortgage and pay your gas bills, and your eggs are going up and your milk is going up, and you're trying to make ends meet. But yet still, United States Foreign Affairs got billions of dollars of your tax dollars going overseas for other countries' plights and problems, but not handling the plight and problem of we the people, the American citizens. They're not utilizing your tax dollars and the billions of dollars to lower the cost of living. They're not trying to help your circumstance and your communities from nowhere. But you are the citizens. You are the ones who are the voting class who votes to put representatives in who's supposed to represent your best interests as we the people, the American citizens. But yet, that don't seem to be working. Not for the Aboriginal Negroes of America, and we all too well know this based off of our history of dealing with the United States and looking at our circumstance today as Aboriginals in ghetto slums and hoods with bare minimum resources and economic oppression and redlining from banks. We see and know that our cry fall on total deaf ears of a system called United States. We haven't had any true support from the federal or the United States government at all. And we understand what it means to be at the bottom of the economic ladder when it comes to dealing in the United States. But for all of us as American citizens, all of us as we the people under the Constitution, we all are feeling the butt of what it means to deal with a cost of living that is skyrocketing to where we all struggle to make ends meet. But yet, this government got billions of dollars to give away. How is that? How do they have billions of your tax dollars to give away, but not to you? And when you vote, your votes fall on deaf ears on what you want going on. And not to mention, over 8 million or more immigrants brought to the table to eat off a plate that is already oversaturated with a high cost of living that the citizens of America can barely afford themselves. And then bringing in more mouths to feed with less resources is only going to breed what? Chaos. Because that's the basis of being impoverished. We know that all too well as the Aboriginal Negroes of America living in our ghetto slums and hoods that we've been forced to be in and given bare minimum resources in order to survive from the United States government and the federal government. Thus, fueling poverty. And fueling poverty means to fuel crime. And to fuel crime is to give jobs to the colonizers to be able to mass incarcerate our nation to the fullest of the law, thus leaving our nation in destruction. And that's just us as the Aboriginals. But what about all of us as a whole, as we the people, the United States citizens, when it comes to dealing with the wealthy and rich who we appoint to be our representatives as the government? What about them? Do you think they really care about our cries as we the people? as they give our tax dollars away in the billions of dollars to overseas affairs that has nothing to do with the American citizens, at the same time as they themselves stay wealthy and rich, eating very well, without no thought of the struggle that you and I, as we the people, the American citizens, are going through? Where are we going as United States citizens, riding along with the wealthy controlling the narrative of what it means to be an American citizen? Where is our plan? Or do we even have a plan as we the people? Because to continue to do the same thing is to continue to get the same results. We as Aboriginal Negroes of America should know that all too well, because we've been playing the same card for quite some time and been force-fed that same card by our so-called appointed leaders that look like us, and in turn watch them have great, beautiful legacies and lives off of the lies that they have told us about helping our nation, leaving us with a delusion of nation helping, as they successfully go on into the future with great legacies as they retire, as we continue to struggle and toil in impoverished communities like ghetto slums and hoods. So we understand that we've been sold a trick bag by our own nation of leaders 100%. But what about the rest of us as a whole? Because, see, that's just the Aboriginal Negroes of America. But we also have the colonizers. We also have Latinos, Asians, and so on. What about all the others who call themselves citizens of America? Yeah, you're getting some resources because you're allocated to be above the Aboriginal Negroes community. So you're getting some resources that keep you ahead of us. But yet still, the cost of living for you is also still high, though. The cost of food is also still touching you as well. The cost of gas is also still touching you as well. Did you vote for this? Did you sign on for this type of struggle to continue to get worse as we go into the future dealing with the United States government and their wealthy and rich who control the resources of America, who allocates billions of dollars to go overseas for their foreign affairs from your tax dollars as you struggle? Did you sign on for that? Did you vote for that? Because if not, then what is the recourse? How do we change what the wealthy and elite are doing with our tax dollars, with our everyday hard-earned work money, and that we toil on a day-to-day basis, struggling to pay bills and having to pay these taxes? What do we have to say for our dollars going overseas and not helping the infrastructure or the communities or the cost of living to live in the United States, in the sense of lowering the bill for being here? What do we have to say? What do you have to say? Because at the end of the day, if we don't say nothing, if we don't come together and do something, guess what? It seems as if the votes are now falling on deaf ears. The votes are now falling at the floor, at the ballot. Because at the end of the day, the people that are appointed to represent us, they're no longer listening to us. It seems as if they're just allegedly doing what they choose and feel like they want to be about and do. And all this money that's being allocated to go overseas, where else is the money going? Is it being pocketed? Because all of them that seem to be representatives for us are wealthy now, living wealthy lives with no care and no concern for the cost of living where me and you are, living and struggling to pay our bills, living and struggling check to check, week to week, hoping that things to get better, voting to hope things to be better, and they're not. Where do we stand? And how do we change it? For I don't know, and I don't understand. But that is a question. You let me know. Peace, peace.